Hello everyone, this is teacher Kathy again, and this is part 2 of our discussion on solving quadratic inequality. And as promised, we will discuss today the other two methods of solving the quadratic inequality. Number 1, we have by the sign graph. Number 2, by graphing with two variables. Now get ready with your pen and paper and let's start solving. This is the second method of solving quadratic inequality by sign graph. And these are the steps. Step 1, write the inequality in standard form. Number 2, factor the quadratic inequality. Number 3, illustrate a sign graph that shows the sign of each factor. Number 4, apply the rules of signs by multiplying numbers to determine the area that satisfies the inequality. And number 5, give the solution set. Okay, so this is our example number 1. Find the solution set of x squared plus 3x greater than 10. Now, please allow me to discuss this one to you in our own dialect. So, inig-solve ani, simply follow or remember the steps nga atong gibasa ganina. So, step number 1 is we need to write this inequality into standard form. And obviously, wala siya nakasuwat into standard form. So, from x squared plus 3x greater than 10, this would become x squared plus 3x minus 10 greater than 0. Number 2 is, kailangan nato i-factor ang quadratic inequality. Now, sa ato ang discussion last time, nakadiscuss na about how to factor out quadratic equation. Pero we can actually apply the same manner in factoring this inequality. So, give the factors. So, the factors of this are x plus 5 and x minus 2 greater than 0. Now, after nimo pag-factor, ato siyang ihatag ang iyahang corresponding nga equality. So, buti pasabot, ato ni siyang i-equate into 0. So, x plus 5 equals 0. So, that means our first value of x is negative 5. Then, on the other factor, we have x minus 2 equals 0. And you have the second value of x is positive 2. So, kini nga mga values, mo ni siya atong ilocate sa atong next step, which is i-illustrate or ilocate ni nato using the sign graph. So, illustrate. So, if this is our number line, kung naa diri si negative 5, kay mas gamay man siyang value sa 2, so naa siya sa left side, this is negative 5, and this is positive 2. So, buti pasabot, the 0 is somewhere in between negative 5 and 2. So, from 2 going to the right, the numbers are positive, meaning increase ang yang value. And from negative 5 going to the left are the numbers na nagkagamay ang iyahang value. Now again, take note na si negative 5 and si positive 2 are not part of the solution set because wala siya gi-indicate nga equal siya to negative 5 and positive 2. So as what you can see, ang number line has been divided into 3 regions. Ang region 1 or area 1, these are the numbers gikan sa negative 5 to the left. Area number 2, mo ni ang mga numbers in between negative 5 and positive 2. Area number 3, these are the numbers from 2 to the right side of this number line. Now, unsa may buhaton nato aning particular nga mga areas? Sumukuha ta og usa ka mga examples or usa ka mga number from each region. So, for example, from region 1, negative 6 is located in region 1. Kaya from negative 5 going to the left, naa si negative 6. So, with this negative 6, ato siyang i-substitute from the given factors. But only with the signs lang. So like for example, negative 6. So negative 6 plus 5 is a negative number. Times negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8. So that is also negative. And when you multiply, negative times negative is positive. Okay? For area number 2, numbers in between negative 5 and 2, let's choose 0. So, atong i-substitute din if x is 0, that is 0 plus 5 is positive 5. So, you have positive 5 or positive. And then, if x is 0, 0 minus 2 is negative 2, that is a negative. So, your answer is negative times or positive times negative is negative. And then there is the area number 3. Numbers from 2 going to the right, let's choose number 3. So if x is 3, 3 plus 5 is 8, that is a positive number. If our x is 3, minus 2 is also a positive number. And multiplying them, that's positive times positive is equal to positive. Now take note nga tuang inequality is x squared plus 3x greater than 10. Now, asa man ani nga mo satisfy with the condition of x squared plus 3x minus 10 greater than zeros. So, the numbers that are greater than zeros are actually mga positive numbers. So, ni correct or ni satisfy si region 1 and si region 3. So, since si region 1 and si region 3 ang ni-satisfy sa condition, therefore, ang solution set niya makita from region 1 and region 3. So, in writing our solution set, that would be for all values of x such that x is less than negative 5 or x is greater than 2. Okay, so let's solve another example. We have solve x squared plus 2x minus 3 greater than 0. So, this example, ang niyahang given is already in standard form. So, let's proceed to step number 2, atong i-factor ang quadratic inequality. So, the factors of these are, we have x plus 3 and x minus 1 less than or equal to 0. So, we need to equate this using its corresponding equality. So, that is x plus 3 equals 0. So, therefore, it's x negative 3. And on the other side, x minus 1 equals 0. So, you have x is equal to positive 1. Then, let's have step number 3. You will use the number line to graph the given equation. So, negative 3 is naa diri, and then positive 1 is naa on the right side. So, as you can see, divided na po siya into 3 regions. So, we have region 1, region 2, and region 3. So, on region 1, these are the numbers from negative 3 to the left. All the numbers from negative 3 to the left side. Then region 2, from negative 3 to positive 1. And then region 3, from 1 to the positive infinity. Now, in this particular example, negative 3 and positive 1 are part of the solution set because of the equality symbol. Now, next step is magkuha ta og one number on each region. Then, we will substitute it to the given factors of x plus 3 and x minus 1. So, from negative 3 on region 1, let's choose negative 4. So, substitute. If negative 4 is the value of x, Negative 4 plus 3 is negative number. And if x is negative 4, that is negative 4 minus 1 is also negative. So, negative times negative is positive. So, buti pasabot, the numbers from negative 3 to the right are all positive numbers. Step number 2, mag-choose ta og numbers from negative 3 and 1. So, the safest number to use is 0 para mas dali isolve. So, if x is 0 plus 3, that's positive 3. If x is 0, that's 0 minus 1 is negative 1. So, that's a negative number. And positive times negative is negative. So, in other words, the numbers in between negative 3 and 1 are negative numbers. So, let's use the numbers from 1 to the right. So, let's use 2. So, if x is 2 plus 3, that's 5. It's a positive number. If x is 2 minus 1, that's 1. It's also a positive number. And positive times positive is positive. So, therefore, the solution sets on the third region are all positive. Now, let us consider this time our given inequality, which is x squared plus 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 0. So, what are the numbers that are less than 0? So, the number that are less than zeros, or the numbers that are less than 0 are the numbers that are negative, which is found at the region number 2. So, the rest of the region, region 1, and region 3 are not part of the solution. So, only region 2. So, in writing our solution set, that would be for all values of x, which is less than or greater than or equal to negative 3, but less than or equal to 1. Again, our solution set for this inequality is that for all values of x, which is greater than or equal to negative 3, but less than or equal to 1. So, thank you very much. And please comment or send me a message for any question that needs to be clarified. Thank you and good day.